The Empty Chair, a story that will stay with you forever. It was a rainy evening. The streets were quiet, the air smelled of wet earth, and the clock on the wall ticked louder than usual. Inside a small house, an old man sat by the window, staring at an empty chair across from him. Every evening, that chair stayed there, perfectly still, perfectly waiting. It was his son's chair. The same chair where laughter once echoed through the house, where endless conversations about dreams and life used to happen. But lately, it had been empty for years. The old man picked up his phone. His hands trembled. He looked at his son's name on the screen, and then quietly put the phone back down. Not today, he thought. Maybe tomorrow. The next morning he went to the park, his favorite bench near the lake. There he met a young man sitting alone, looking lost. "Mind if I sit here?" the old man asked. The boy nodded silently. After a while the boy said, "Sir, do you ever feel like people forget about you?" The old man smiled softly. "They don't forget," he said. "They just get busy thinking they have more time." The boy nodded, staring into the water. "My father used to bring me here," he whispered. The old man replied quietly, "Then maybe it's time you bring him here again." The boy looked at him. Something in that old man's voice felt personal. He didn't ask, but somehow he knew. That empty look in the man's eyes wasn't just age, it was distance. That night, when the boy went home, he called his father. It had been months. "Dad," he said, "I don't know why, but I just wanted to say, I miss you." On the other side of town, a phone rang in the old man's house, but this time, no one picked it up. The next morning, the young man went back to the park, and the bench was empty, just like the chair in the window he had once seen when he walked past that house. He stood there for a long time, and then quietly, he sat down, in memory of the man who had unknowingly reminded him what really matters. Days later, he visited the old man's house. Inside, he saw that same empty chair facing the window, and next to it, a letter. He opened it slowly. It read, "If you're reading this, I probably never got the chance to make that call. I thought I had more time. We always think we have more time. Don't wait for perfect moments. Make them." The young man folded the note, tears filling his eyes. He took out his phone and called his father again. This time, when the call connected, his father answered. And for the first time in years, both men cried. Sometimes life doesn't give us reminders in loud ways. Sometimes it whispers, through an empty chair, an unanswered call, a silence that suddenly feels too long. Because love, when unspoken, doesn't fade. It waits. But time, it never waits. So tonight, don't wait. Call someone you love. Tell them they matter. Because one day that empty chair might be yours. If this story touched your heart, comment, "I'll make that call." And share this with someone who needs a gentle reminder before time runs out.